What's the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, whenever this video may find you. I'm Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. Sub to my YouTube channel, Blood Money Bets. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what y'all on. If you're watching this on Twitter, give me a heart and a retweet. I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, if you watch this on YouTube, like, share, comment, sub, put your notifications on. Watching this on Facebook, all that same thing. Like it, share, all that stuff. It's Friday. It's been a while. Got my boy Flo with me. So, I had my grandma funeral, and then Flo was sick the next week. I actually was sick at the end of that week too. So yeah, Flo ain't been here for a minute, but yeah, we got it's Friday. So normally it's Flo Friday. So I got my boy Flo with me. So yeah, follow him on Twitter. I'll let him introduce himself, promote what he got on, and we start breaking down this card in the best way we know how, man.
Family, Dream, everybody, thank you for having me back. Happy to be back. Follow me on YouTube at Sports with Flo, and down below, that's my Twitter handle, Stephen Floraval. I probably should have like something like more concise, so you don't have to like spell it out, so you can just follow me. But that's what we're going with for now. So Friday night, let's get this money. Let's get this money. Let's get to this new year, and also Prize Pick is going on Sunday in New York after Sunday. So we gotta figure a little something out there too.
Yeah, man, we're gonna try to whip up some collabs for y'all. Definitely until before Prize Pick. So do we get NFL Sunday or not?
I think we do. They said
Okay.
I think they said if you put it in the whatever your entry is, like if it pays out, like you can still like withdraw the money.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So quick recap yesterday. Oh, when I say heartbreaking, man, just crazy. I don't know what's up with these hooks. It's not quite a get it back in blood day. But man, we getting there. Jeez, man. Ingram hooked us on a blunt money bet. I gave out Pritchard. His ass shot like 2 for 37. It was a couple other heartbreakers. The PRA blocks and stills was crazy. Straights went 2 and 3, down 4 units on the week. So we're gonna keep the streak alive of being up every week since the season started, NBA started. But yeah, we down 4 units on the week. Mostly blunt money bets. The straight bets is pretty even, I think, or I might actually be up one on straight bets, like maybe 4 and 3 or 4 and 4. But the blunt money bets ain't been blunt money betting, so we're gonna turn it around.
Nah, man. You're like a steal a block away from being up like 10, 12 units. I think the
Man,
bum makes
that's
sense
just
right
so
on line.
crazy,
It's
bro.
just bad luck.
And
Bad luck.
what's so funny about it? Not funny, but crazy. Tyrese Halliburton got his PRA steals and block yesterday. I left him alone. But more importantly, Ant got his, and all I needed was Ant when I first put him on. He got his yesterday early, so it's cool, man. We're gonna get it back. But yeah, in the straight bets 2 and 3. Oh man, what? Oh, obviously Boston fronted, but it was another. Oh, Pods Podinski. He finished 1 rebound short. You know what I'm saying? So is what it is. And I gave out the Dallas team total under, and they finished with like 110. I gave out under 108.5. They finished with 110. So yeah, just some tough breaks. But yeah, I love the looks. So hey, I got one look today, love it, and I might get a couple more in the timeline, just waiting for lines to drop. So yeah, that's the recap. We get into these straights, and let me see, 42, and yeah, take it from there. All right, so I got one straight, and then I'll let Flo get into his, and then we get into blood money bets. So it's simple. I gave this out on the timeline. I think the line's still available, but I still play it 1 over. But Nick Claxton for the Nets, over 10.5 rebounds. Got it at -1. Yeah, got it at -120 last night. So his last 3 games versus Washington, I'm pretty sure he's got 13, 13, and 15, maybe 13, 15, and 15. But he's pretty much breezing over this number. Y'all know what it is against Washington. We like covering. We like targeting opposing centers against them. Obviously, Day'Ron Sharpe numbers have dropped. They didn't drop on FanDuel yet, so I didn't go crazy like with his ladders or nothing. So we'll see. At least I haven't seen them drop yet on FanDuel. I'll be stalking. They did drop on DraftKings, so I got a little Day'Ron Sharpe with blunt money bets. He's definitely gonna be played a lot. But just for a unit, love Claxton over his 10.5 rebounds. Even if he gets to 11.5 plus money, which I think it is at FanDuel right now, I still play him over 10.5 rebounds, no question. Think he finishes with 12 or 13, and both of these games, all of these, well, The last two games he got under 30 minutes. I think last season, the game where he had 15 or 13 rebounds, Son played like 33 minutes. I was like, wow. But you know what it is. Him and Sharp generally, Sharp would get like 20, 21 minutes. He get 27, 29 minutes between there. And we still expect him to go over his rebounds. So yeah, Nick Claxton, center, Brooklyn, over his 10.5 rebounds. Couldn't talk you off his blocks. He's got like maybe 4 and 2 blocks in the 2 games versus Washington. Also, another thing we like to target versus Washington. Couldn't talk you off his blocks. But yeah, that's where I'm leaving it. And obviously, couldn't talk you off his Sharp. His rebounds are at 7.5. I'm not gonna get there with that. I'm just gonna do some blunt money bets with that. But if it was 6.5, that'd be the magic number. So I could easily find a way to get his, 6 rebounds and something else and put that as a straight bet. I'm just waiting for lines to drop before I do that. So that's why I don't have more straight bets. But don't be surprised if you see something with Claxton blocks or with Sharp rebounds as another straight bet coming down the pipe on the timeline. All right. So that's it. Clarkson over his 10.5 rebounds. Flo, what you got, if anything, for the people on straights?
Yes, sir. I got 5 with the Knicks. I'm really leaning into these straights here. I don't want to like brag or whatever. I just want to put my head down and work. Christmas was awesome. Last game felt like it was like mediocre, but like left some money on the table. But tonight against the Magic, interesting. My favorite one tonight is I'll start at the top. Favorite one tonight, it's hideous. It's Isaiah Hardenstein. I was talking to the timeline last game about how everybody was on him last game, and I disagreed because I thought he'd be outside chasing Chet. But now that Wendell Carter's back, this Magic team that started off the year so strong because their defense was so amazing, last like 6 games, it's been terrible, like awful. Their rebounding has been terrible. They're really missing Markelle Fultz, Gary Harris. They're missing him too. They're both out again. And the one thing I've noticed is that when Wendell Carter's in there, the center goes crazy on those rebounds and also on the assists too. Isaiah Hardenstein, I'm going full Knicks here. Julius Randle had this stretch where he was getting like 5-6 assists. We were profiting off that every game. But if you look at the potential assists and passes made the last like 6 games since Mitchell Robinson's been out of there, they've been doing an excellent job with the second most passes made on the team now is Isaiah Hardenstein. His last 5 game potential assists. First off, let me give the play. The play is Isaiah Hardenstein over 11.5 rebounds plus assists. That's my favorite from the game. The Magic in their last 5 games are bottom 10 in rebounding. His potential assists in the last 5 games are 4, 6, 4, 5, 7. So I think this is a game where we saw B-Ball Paul for the Sixers had 3 assists. The game before that, Daniel Gafford got 3 assists. These are guys who aren't like big men who can control the ball really well. So I think you can see a game where you get 3 assists from Hardenstein, and from there you only need 9 rebounds. I think he's going to grab like 11. So love that one. This is a classic Immanuel Quickley spot, but we just do not know if the dude will play because I don't know what Tom Thibodeau's on right now. But basically, go look at the log. When Quickley plays 21, 22 minutes, he's not just over 12.5. He's at 18, 19, 20 points. 4 of his last 5 games, he has 19-plus points. You would pray that the Knicks would play him in this game because the Orlando in the last 5 games are allowing the 3rd most fast break points. Big moment was after the Knicks' first game against the Bucks on the 23rd. Thibodeau talked a lot about trust the pass, push the pace. So they want to run more. Their pace is kind of bumped up the last 3 games. So love the 12.5. I think it's like a minus 110. Listen, he could miss his first 5 shots. Tom Thibodeau can then stick him on the bench. He plays 16 minutes. It's a risk. I get it. But there's also Orlando team. I'm going to bore y'all with number between 10 to 14 feet. They're the 4th worst in December. They're allowing the 2nd most field goals made in that range. And also between 15 to 19 feet, they're allowing the 2nd most field goals in the NBA. That is prime Immanuel Quickley with the midi pull-up, with the floater. So for 12.5 points, I throw a sprinkle on the 20 because like when he's doing it basically for the last 5, you got to throw something on a little 20. Those are 2 there. Paolo Banchero, 23.5 points. It pains me to say this, but the usage is insane. 31+% in the month of December. 20+ shots in the last 3 games. We just saw Jalen Williams, a guy who doesn't shoot threes, who doesn't get busy like that. He just torched the Knicks going at him for 36 points last game. Banchero's in a spot where I really think he could go crazy. He has Julius Randle on him. And what I always say is take the guy who Julius Randle's guarding because if the refs don't call 1 foul, he is taking the next 3 or 4 defensive possessions off. He's not getting back on defense. I wouldn't blame if you wanted to just take 2 Banchero threes because somehow Julius Randle, whoever he guards, hits threes. Giannis did it. LeBron went crazy. Everybody hits threes. So when Banchero shoots 18+ shots, he's 8 of 10 to the number. So Love Banchero in this spot. It was him or Franz Wagner. I just wanted to take the guy who has the usage. Last game I was on Giddey when I should have been on Jalen. And I'm like, I'm not making the mistake of taking the guy who doesn't have the most usage who plays power forward or small forward. Because it's like, it's going to get switched up where it's like Randall and RJ on Banchero, barbecue chicken. Fourth play is Dante DiVincenzo over 2.5 boards at -109. This is like,
hold on.
Yes, sir.
What was that play? That was Paulo points, you said?
Yeah, 23 and a half.
I didn't know if it was points or threes. Okay, I missed it.
Yeah, 23 and a half. My sneaky one where like if this one hits, like I always like giving out plays, but this is like no one's on this. So I'm proud of this one if it hits. But if you look at the Magic, I talk about how bad their rebounding is. If you look at the last 5-6 games, the guards have been going crazy. Off the top of my head, Buddy Hield, I want to say, grabbed 5. Last game, DeAnthony Melton grabbed 5. Someone asked me on the timeline, do you like RJ Barrett's rebounds? And I wanted to get there. But I've been noticing like Malik Beasley grabbed 5. A bunch of guards are grabbing 5 rebounds. DiVincenzo, if you remember, was playing against this Magic team against the Bucks all the time. 12 career games versus Orlando, 3+ in 10 of them. And the other 2 he didn't get it. He got hooked twice. And he has a couple games where he played like 18 minutes, grabbed like 7. So 2.5 rebounds. Like Dante's a guy who could like crash down. Like the Knicks are like been a poor rebounding team. So they need like the guys like Hart, Dante quickly to crash down. I didn't sprinkle on it, but like quickly 5 rebounds, also another look that could be there too. So love his 2.5 rebounds at -109. He hasn't done it recently. That makes me like it even more. When a guy like used to do it, hasn't done it in like 3 games, and there's a good matchup, I'm like, cool, fired up. And my last one is a Magic system with the turnovers. It's RJ Barrett 2 turnovers, Dante DiVincenzo 1 steal. Dante is a steal in 6 of his last 8 games. Magic give up a ton of steals to everyone who starts. Go box score game by game. Barrett, the 2 turnovers. I want to say he's 3 of his last 4. And also, he's the guy who's going to shoot and have high usage. He plays a small forward position. The Magic system still going strong. It missed last game on a hook, but those are my plays. So let's recap it. It's a lot. Don't take everything. My favorite from this game is Isaiah Hartenstein, 11.5 rebounds plus assists. My second favorite from this game is hideous, but it's DiVincenzo, 2.5 boards at -109. After that, I'm on quickly 12.5 because I'm playing all the leans because I missed so much money last game. Banchero, 23.5 points. It could be Franz Wagner. I think it's just Banchero because he just got to make the shots. Like if the dude going to take 18, 20 shots against this trash defense, that's the worst in the NBA. Worst than the Hornets, worse than the Pacers, worse than the Wizards, the worst. Terrible. 23.5 points. And RJ Barrett, I did this off on Fliff. 2 turnovers. Dante 1 steal, +175. Those are my 5 for today.
Love it. That's interesting because I was going to ask how you felt about Hartenstein rebounds in general, and I noticed Randall. Let's see my notes. I thought he had a double and 2 or 3. His last 2 or 3 versus the Magic. So I found that interesting. So good to hear that. Let's knock these comments out. Then we get the blood money bets. Fahrenheit, it's the vibes, like, comment, share. Yeah, definitely promotion portion of the program.
I like the video myself. I'm not a fraud. Hold on.
If you're watching this on Twitter, go ahead, hit the heart and retweet. If you're watching this on
YouTube, how quick that was. It took 5 seconds to open the app, click the video, hit the like button. If I could do it, you could do it.
Yeah, big facts. Big facts. You know what I'm saying? Watching this on YouTube, like the video, share, comment, put your notification, turn your notification bell on. Watching this on Facebook, all that. Like, share. You know what I'm saying? Big vibes. But yeah, appreciate it. My boy Fahrenheit. Hit what it do? Good to see you. Good to see you up in here. Cuz what's the vibes? Hope you covering good.
Happy Friday. Last Friday of 2023.
What'd you say?
Last Friday of 2023.
Oh, it is? Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yo.
Yeah.
You talking about your boy been grinding. It's crazy, man. We are closing the year out. Obviously, it ain't been the best year, but it ain't been that bad. But yeah, my boy Solo, what's the vibes? It is the last Friday of 2023. Holy moly, yeah, sheesh.
That's how you know. Hey, it's all lined up for Blunt Money Bets to go crazy. I'm trying to tell you that.
Crazy. Damn, that's pretty.
Week full of hugs. Friday night.
Yeah, damn, I didn't even think about that. And wait, so what's today? The 29th, right?
Yes, sir.
So New Year's Eve is what? Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. The original Hater 11, yes, sir. Let's get this money tonight, man. We got 2 mil West Slide Diva. Dream and Flow, happy Friday. Thank you. Appreciate you coming in. Justin said he finally caught a live show. Appreciate you pulling up, my guy. Make sure you like the stream. Glad you could make it. My boy Woj in this bitch. What's
Appreciate
the
you.
vibes, man?
Hey, shout out my guy Aaron. Aaron had like a great play with Suggs threes. That ain't my play. That's his play. Man, Suggs gonna be open for 5 of them. You just need 2 to go in.
Shit, Woj. I seen Woj. I want to give out his plays. Y'all follow Woj. You know what I'm saying on Twitter. I'll be giving like the stream clues and shit, but I try not to give out nobody plays. But he had another play that caught my eye with Rozier. I was like, oh shit, because
Yeah, I saw that.
My guy. That's the play I seen. So yeah, that was dope. Maybe he'll drop that play. But for sure. But yeah, that's crazy on Suggs because I was looking at Suggs threes or points, man. Because yeah, Suggs he was 3 of 10 from 3 last game, 2 games ago, and then last game not so much. He didn't shoot from 3, but he was scoring points. And I know Woj been hot. Woj, drop your what you call it in the chat, my guy. Drop your
yes, I do. 3 yes. You know what's crazy?
Hold on. KC, I think it's Aaron Props, just in case
Aaron Props.
Yeah, I think it's Aaron Props. Like just Aaron, you know what I'm saying, and Props. That's what I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead though, Flo.
Yeah, so here's my thing with that one. Could he get the double-double? Absolutely could. My thing that scares me is like the Magic are like the best team in the NBA at shots 5 feet and in. I was like, that's so weird. Like they don't even have an enforcer like that. So yeah, he could get it. I love the 350 is amazing value. I already think he's getting 10 rebounds. So that's amazing value. So yeah, he definitely could get it.
Okay.
Definitely could get it. Definitely.
Okay. Casey says she locked in today. Dreaming Flow. Appreciate you pulling up, Casey. Your boy Pods did me dirty last night, Casey. I was on him. I loved Pods last night. But I think he's gonna be profitable going forward. Every game, you're either gonna be at the ladder, his assists, rebounds, or threes. Because he's sure shooting threes. Cam, any combos? If you mean like blood money bets, yeah, those is coming down the pike. I got like 9 of them shits. For sure. And my favorite ones I don't even have yet, guys, because I'm waiting on Sharp on FanDuel. We got a 25% boost that I'm gonna end up putting a unit, maybe a unit and a half on that I have to put on the timeline because I haven't got all the lines yet. Also got you got that Knicks boost, right?
Yeah, I've been saving it. I've been experimenting a little bit because like behind the scenes I was experimenting. So last game with the Knicks and the Thunder, what I've noticed is there's always like the last like 5-6 games, there's always like a forward outside of that Nets game because Bridges was broken. But there's always like a forward that's going off on the Knicks. And you know it at halftime who it is. It's the dude who's like 6'4", 11, 14 points. What I like to do is I like to take that guy to go to like 25 or 30 with whoever on the Knicks is scoring, Brunson or Randall, whoever's decided to like dominate the ball. Take him to go like to 20 or 25 or whatever and put it together. And I like to do 2 things. I like to do like a plus 100 like safer lay and build it up to get like a plus 500, 600. And like the last couple of games, it's been like 4 for 5, 4 for 6. So I'm going to drop that on the timeline if like one of Banchero, Wagner's going crazy and whoever on the Knicks is doing their thing.
Yeah. And I'll definitely be looking to drop something on the timeline with that game for sure. My boy Double S in here. Appreciate you popping in here. Sharp looks, guys. Appreciate you. We just gave out my boy Twitter handle. What's the vibes, Daniel? What's the vibes? The rebounds, man. It was weird. They were taking them from him. Nah, he wasn't a dog doing that. You know, it is what it is. Kuminga. I seen Kuminga take 3 from him in the first half, and I was like, nah, because Pods, he's still a rook, so he can't be like, he gotta let the big dogs eat. He was right there. And 1, he got fouled. So yeah, he was fighting to give me that 4th one. He almost got there. It's cool though. 10-5 and 5 is the part. Who you telling? Shit, I was just on 4 and 4 yesterday. He had did 4 and 4, 7 of the last 10. And then I had a blood money bet with him to have a 3, 8, and 6. You know, this is cool. Taking Anthony back PRAs.
Hey, that's tonight. A sharp look.
Yeah, we will get to that portion. I didn't do it straight, but he is a part of my extravaganza of PRA steals and blocks. And that's another one. That's why I feel bad for the Dreamers, but I'm gonna give y'all all the information and y'all can do what y'all please with the information. But my favorite PRA steal and block, I have not whipped that up because I'm waiting on James Harden. Believe that or not. I have not put my favorite guys in one yet because I gotta have James Harden. Now, if I don't get James Harden by 6:15, that's a crazy pause. If I don't get James Harden PRA steals and blocks by 6:15, 6:30, then I'll just go with the guys I already got planned. But James Harden steals and blocks, that should be cashing in the first half. Like, that should be crazy with James Harden. Just look for yourself. And it'd be a nice plus 150 too. So I need that. Got to have that. All right. Let's get to my blunt money best, and we'll get to flows. And then we'll get into a little bit of game comments, and then we about it. All right, gave this on the timeline last night. This long gone, and I don't even really like this. Don't even count for the show because it's not there anymore. But I gave it on the timeline last night. Malik Beasley 4 threes plus 500. I guess I won't count that for the show because it's plus 350. I wouldn't play it at plus 350. Maybe like put it with something else, round robin, or maybe just play his base. Maybe his base is crazy to hit 3. And I don't even like that no more, to be honest. Because last night when I put this in, his 3 was plus 180 and his 4 is plus 500. If it was still 400, I'd have said, okay, we could rock with it. But I don't want to get y'all out something to hit 4 threes at plus 350. So if for whatever reason it get to 400, I'd play it then. And for what it's worth, I do like Malik Beasley 3s. So if y'all want to put something in there, go ahead. But 2 official ones that still should be widely available. We're going back to Emmanuel quickly, but this time, instead of playing his 3s, we're going to split the blunt money, whatever you're going to do, just split it between his 20 points and his 4 threes, all right? So basically, I did 15 and 15. 15 on his 20 points plus 500. I think it's a 490 now. I played the 450, and his 4 threes is plus 650. I think that's still 650. I played at the 550, but I think the lowest is going to get is plus 600. I already saw it go to 600. Then it popped back up to 650. So that's Emmanuel Quickly from the Knicks to have 4 threes and 20 points. I just played them. I just split the blunt money bet. I didn't put, I just split whatever I would put on one blunt money bet. I split that between that because they both can happen. Or either one could happen. So as far as Quickly, what did I have for now? I think he's got 4 threes his last 2 times. I know he had Flo might be able to say this better than me. I don't remember, but I think he's had 20 points his last 2 times playing the Magic. But I know he's had big games 2 out of the last 3 times he played the Magic. You haven't played them this year, have y'all?
I haven't. I'll tell you.
No. So
nope, I haven't. Yeah, I don't want to step on your point you're making, so I'll let you cook.
Nah, go ahead.
I'm telling you, if you told me right now, Tom Thibodeau is guaranteeing me, no matter what, plays good, bad, whatever, Quickly he's playing 21 minutes, I would put 2 units on the 12 and a half. He is so clearly going to get 13 points. You just don't know if he missed the defensive rotation. So put Dante back in the game. It's like, it's so janky. It's like the whole fan base is sick of it. So I love the Quickly look. Love the Quickly look.
No, that's a fact. And honestly, with Quickly, the Magic struggle against guards anyway. So, Brunson could eat tonight, but I'm going with Quickly because I think it's a lot of value. We was just on Quickly over his 11.5 points, so I couldn't talk you off of going back. I don't love it that much, but I like it enough to do a blunt money bet. So, yeah, Emmanuel Quickly from the Knicks, 20 points and 4 threes, plus 500 and plus 650, where I got those at. Next, the Red Rifle. We going to Atlanta with it. Kevin Huerter, 4 threes plus 600. Full disclosure, last night I parlayed Beasley 3 threes and Huerter 3 threes and got like a plus 1,000. Huerter 3 threes last night was plus 310. Now them shits is plus 210, which is a little crazy. Now, it's not nothing but narratives. Honestly, I think driving this, and probably the fact that Atlanta struggles against shooting guards as it is. But Kevin Huerter, like, I wouldn't put a unit on his base because he's losing minutes. He ain't been playing like big time minutes, and when he does play, he's been shitty. But y'all already know. Earlier this season, shout out to the Dreamers that been around, we was on Kevin Huerter right around that time where he was like clowning about parlays and people was like, Kevin Huerter, you been trashed this year? Low-key, Kevin Huerter has started turning up. And we was on Kevin Huerter 4 threes plus 700, after we was doing his rebounds with Fox. Shout out to my boy Colin. So I say all that to say this. Kevin Huerter is in a revenge game. maybe not a revenge game because I'm sure he's happy he left Atlanta to go to Sacramento. Things have been better in Sacramento, but he used to play for Atlanta. He got his fame in Atlanta in that Philadelphia series, the Red Rifle or whatever the fuck they was calling him, or Red Velvet. I think that's what they call him, Red Velvet, in Atlanta. So I'm sure he's gonna be happy to see his old guys tonight. So Kevin Huerter, 4 threes, plus 600. Love it. Again, he might. Well, I like it. He might only play 20 minutes, but if he starts off hot, he might get 30 minutes. And if he get 30 minutes, he has a great chance at hitting 4 threes. He can do this in a half. So yeah, Kevin Huerter, 4 threes plus 600. He plays for the Kings. Next, oh yeah, I was looking. Kevin Huerter, 5 assists plus 750. I got it at plus 850, but it's at 750 right now on DraftKings. This is simple. If he's playing well, he's going to get minutes, and he's got 5 assists his last 2 times playing against Atlanta. And I think he's got 5 assists a few games ago playing limited minutes. So it's the Kings offense up and down. And it's a game against Atlanta where the total is 252. So again, 5 assists ain't the realm of possibility. When I seen that at plus 850, just had to put some blunt money on it. So I don't really have much analysis there besides the fact he's done the only played Atlanta. And aside from that, simply put, he can get it. It's 5 assists. All right. So Kevin Huerter, 5 assists plus 850. In the same game, we're gonna go to top point scorer. I rarely play these, but I just think they got good value. This is a game that could get loose. It could be a blowout either way, or it could be a game where just a random person goes off and goes for 30. Ends up being the top point scorer. Now, it's going to be tough because you got De'Aaron Fox, who should go for 40 tonight in this game. They don't have nobody to guard him. So I couldn't talk you off from playing him to score 40, but I just went for the value. Malik Monk to be the top leading scorer tonight, plus 10,000 for the vibes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
Monk come off the bench and go stupid for no reason.
He sure can. And another guy that could come off the bench and go stupid on the other team is also a guy playing in a revenge game. Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich. I'll be always mixing up the young Bogdanoviches, but this the one that played for Atlanta. He can also come off the bench and give your ass 35. Don't believe me? Look at his game logs. I don't have him. I haven't looked at him. I just know off the top of my head, every time I look up somebody having 4 or 5 or 6 threes off the bench. Jalen Johnson is back, but again, the guy's the type of guy that if he's got it going, he can score. So Bogdan plus 2,200 to be the game's leading scorer tonight, and Malik Monk plus 10,000 to be the game's leading scorer tonight. I like those two.
That's not even crazy. That's like if Fox got 2 stupid fouls, you just sitting there like, look what I just came up with.
You gotta honestly now it could be Kevin Huerter, but we kind of covered there. It could always be Keegan Murray, who already got 50 this year. But if it's not Fox and it could be Sabonis. But if it ain't Fox, then generally you're gonna think if it ain't Fox, it's gonna be Malik Monk.
This is a WNBA bet, bro. You used to always talk about root for madness, like
this is a madness bet. Yeah, for sure. Just hoping we get some madness tonight. Speaking of madness, and this ain't even madness. Let's go to DraftKings with it. That Huerter 5 assists was on DraftKings, by the way. But yeah, we're gonna go back to the point scores is on FanDuel. Huerter 4 threes is on FanDuel, and the quickly shit is on FanDuel. All right. Next, we're gonna go to DraftKings with it. Day'Ron Sharpe. This is how I use my boost. They doing me dirty with these damn lowering my boost amounts. But I still played it. And I probably should double back and put a little more on it because it's like plus 500 without the boost. And I think it's gonna hit. Simply put, Day'Ron Sharpe for the Nets, 8 points, 10 rebounds, and a block. With the boost, that is a plus 931. Without the boost, is like a plus 5 something. So again, Day'Ron Sharpe, if you don't know, he's one blunt money bet from becoming the king of the channel. He basically, if it ain't Clarkson, if it ain't Claxton, it's him, and oftentimes it's both of them. Day'Ron Sharpe, in the 2 games that he's played them this year, he's got 8 and 12 rebounds, I believe. No, he's got 8 and 12 points, and I think he's got double-digit rebounds in each game. Don't give me the line. One of them games is like a huge, I think 11-13 or 15-13 game, something wild off the bench. So, and Day'Ron Sharpe, that's what he does off the bench. I think in his last 10 games, he's averaging 8, 9, a block and a steal. He's a guy that I wanted to do the PRA block and steal tonight, but I was unable to. So maybe I'll do it manually, try to do it if I can get his assist, which I doubt. But if I can get his assist on DraftKings, then I'll do his points, rebound, block, and steal manually, so we can get with that. But if that popped on FanDuel, that's one that I will probably play separately because I think we would get like a plus 800 with that, plus 600. And I think he's got good value there. But with that being said, Day'Ron Sharpe, 8 points, 10 rebounds, and a block on DraftKings. I use my boost on that, and that's a plus 931 with the boost, all right? Couple more of these things before we get into the PRA steals and blocks portion of the program. Kind of square blunt money bets, but I just had to do a couple of them because these are just good spots. All right. This is on FanDuel. So plus, damn, I ain't even right what this was. I'm tripping. I'm pretty sure it's like a plus 1,000. Trae Young and De'Aaron Fox to score 30 points. Sabonis, 12 rebounds and 7 assists.
Love his rebounds today.
I also love his rebounds today. I may get there. I may double dip with his rebounds in my boost. But yeah, love his rebounds today. He's got 14 the last 2 times they played, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Sabonis, 12 rebounds and 7 assists. Also has 7 assists and 8 rebounds, 7 and 8 assists the last 2 times they played. Trae Young, 10 assists. You know the vibes with Trae, 30 and 10. I mean, any game that I put a blunt money bet with Trae Young, we're gonna put 30 and 10 on here. It's just the vibes. Bogdanovich, 3 threes. And that's it. I thought it was more. So yeah, I'll run that back. I think that's a plus 1,000.
Yeah, 1048.
Okay, thank you. Because I didn't write it down. I just just feels like a plus 1,000. And generally with these, I try to get to a plus 1,000. So yeah, Trae Young and De'Aaron Fox, 30 points. That can happen. Obviously, Trae Young 30 and 10. And De'Aaron Fox 30 points. I think he might go for 40 tonight. Didn't bet it, but I sure think he can. Sabonis, 12 rebounds and 7 assists. Like that. I'm pretty sure he did that both times he's played them, and that might be his averages this year. Don't give me the line. Trae Young, 10 assists, and Bogdanovich, 3 threes. This is in the Atlanta-Sacramento game. Just a game that got a lot of meat on the bone. I mean, somebody's going to catch a super lotto tonight, so why not be us? I'll also be looking to try to exploit that game live. That game's got a total of 252, and both of these teams are not trying to play no defense at all. So love it. All right. As much as you can love it, plus 1,000. And another plus 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs again for this plus 1,000. And it's going to be a mix between the Bucks game and the Nuggets game. So we'll start with the Nuggets game first because it's only 2 legs. Jokic, 10 assists, and Jamal Murray, 3 threes. OKC gives up. We was on Murray threes ladder last time we played OKC. He didn't do shit. So we're not going to be on this ladder, but we're still going to play his 3 threes. And I think he's coming off hitting 4 or 5 threes last night. But Jamal Murray, 3 threes. Joker, 10 assists. And then we're going to go to the Cavs-Bucks game. And we're going to go Giannis to have 27 and 10. Dame to have 3 threes. And Donovan Mitchell to have 28 points. I think Dame can have 5 threes tonight. I think Donovan Mitchell can have 40 points tonight. Obviously, the Bucks struggle against guards. So Donovan Mitchell having 40 tonight ain't out the realm of possibility. We just need him to have 28. Giannis 27 and 10. Feels like his average. Probably isn't. Maybe like 32 and 12. But 27 and 10 seems doable. So yeah, Giannis 27 and 10. Donovan Mitchell 28 points. Dame 3 threes. The Joker 10 assists. And Jamal Murray 3 threes. That is a plus 1,000 when I put that in. All right. Now, what everybody came for, PRA steals and blocks. And before we get into that, because man, I swear to God, we gonna hit us a motherfucker. We gonna hit one of these crazy motherfuckers who'll die trying. We for real. Yeah. But yeah, before I get into that, if you're watching this on YouTube, the promotion portion of the program. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give me a like. Hit the like button. Sub to the channel. Comment. Share the video and let me know what you want. All right, big vibes. And if you're watching this on Twitter, like, retweet. And if you're watching this on Facebook, same thing, like and share. All right, PRA steals and blocks. I attacked this a little differently today. I only have two, and I got one that I'm gonna kind of empty the clip on. We're not go crazy with it. We maybe put like a half unit on it. But I'll get into the ones that I played while I played them, and then I'll get into my. None of these are my favorites for what it's worth. None of these are my favorites. I'll get into my favorites after this. All right. These guys are just guys that should get it. Just did a three-legger, no round robin. They just should get it. And it's a plus 1221. Again, this is on FanDuel. You go under a player to have a point, a rebound, an assist, or still in a block. All right. Giannis to have a point, rebound, assist, still in the block. He doesn't, he it's his line, he's lined as somebody who does this as much as you think he does, but he doesn't do it a lot. He doesn't do it as much as he should. But I think he can get there tonight. Paul Reed, plus 160.
Love B-ball Paul. Love B-ball Paul.
B-ball Paul, sneaky with it. Last game he's done it. I think Paul Reed, let me go to my notes here. I think I wrote a couple notes on Paul Reed. 3 of his last 5. He also played 32 minutes last game where he was at, with him. He was basically splitting time with Mo Bamba since Embiid was out. And last game, he just took the job, 32 minutes. So shit, if you get 32 minutes tonight, you really gotta love that at plus 160. And Nurk. Again, I think Nurk. Let me see my guy Nurk. I forgot what it was, but basically, Nurkic averages is still in the block. So if you're gonna average is still in the block, I like him. He was close to getting this last game, possibly. I don't know, but he only played 14 minutes. Also, like Nurkic's rebounds didn't get there with those yet. May also get there with his rebounds as well. Maybe a half unit with his rebounds. But yeah, he could get that. Y'all see, he got 10 and 14 minutes. So Nurkic could easily get 12 if he just plays 22 minutes today. So, yeah, but the PRA blocks and steals is a plus 1221 on FanDuel. Giannis, Paul Reed, and Nurkic. Nurkic plays for Phoenix. Paul Reed plays for the 76ers. And Giannis obviously plays for the Bucks. 3 centers, good spots. All of them do a myriad of things. Only thing I'd be worried about with Giannis is the steal. With Nurkic, it'd be the steal. And Paul Reed, it would be the steal and the assist. So we'll see what happens there. All right.
Hey, if I could just say one thing, because I was thinking about love the looks on all 3. I'm taking all 3. I'm playing it straight, just like you said. But I was looking at this exact same thing for this Magic game because the Magic give up a ton of blocks and a ton of steals. So I was like, who's it going to be? I struck out with RJ last game. So for me on a personal play, I'm going to throw a Hartenstein in there too, play that straight and round robin it because, that's just I love the look. Don't want to remake the look, but yeah.
Hartenstein is a guy that I could not talk you off, and interesting for what it's worth. His number has gone down. So I was targeting him last game, but I ain't rock with it because I told you I was on quickly because I thought the Knicks would go small. Whole time they didn't. He still got his normal amount of minutes, but he did go under his rebounds and quickly did do his thing. So it worked out. But I stayed away from Hartenstein, but I was close to playing Hartenstein last game. I didn't do it this game just because his number dropped a little bit. Now, generally, y'all know what that means. He's going to hit it tonight. But when I went back and look, I'm like, damn, he ain't been doing it enough. But his PRA, he's gonna get a point, rebound, and assist. Probably gonna get a block. So with that, if he get a steal, then you like, all right, we basically.
Oh, he get the steal. Yeah, we
he get a steal the first quarter. You like, all right, now we just sit and wait. So yeah, I could not talk you off of Hartenstein there. Add a Hartenstein to that and round robin it by 3s and 4s if you want. For sure. This one, 5 guys. Maybe I misdid this. Yeah, I think this is a plus 43. I think this is a plus 435,000. Could be wrong. But y'all put it in, y'all let me know. But the way I attacked this, I just did 3s. It's 5 guys. And I just did 3s. I think I invested a total of $40 in this. So it is a little bit of an investment. But I'm gonna probably have a total unit involved, or maybe I'll put a half unit on the last one I do and have a total of a unit all together in these. We'll see. But yeah, I just did. So if you do this with 3s and you just put like 20 cents on it, then I think that's $2. If you just do 20 cents on this round robin by 3s, then that's $2. If you do, I think I did, I ended up spending 30 on the 3s, so I probably did $3 on 3s. Then I spent $1 on the yeah, I did threes and fours, so I spent a total of $40. I did $3 on the threes, then I did like $2 on the fours, then I did $1 on it overall to get like to $41 or some shit. Okay, but if you want to just do threes, you can just do threes. These guys are all, and I'll get into their numbers, but some of these guys we've already done. King Grayson already cashed us out once, but these guys are all in good spots, or they have numbers that show that they've done it much more than the actual line that they're given. Okay, so Anthony Black, as I think somebody mentioned, I think my boy Mobile mentioned Anthony Black. We on Ant Black. I think this is the first time Ant Black has been listed. He wasn't listed last game. Very interesting. So yeah, Ant Black at like plus 490, plus 430. Love him at that price. So he's on the PRA blocking still. Round robin of destiny, we should call this.
You getting a steal, so you're already halfway there.
Yeah, for sure.
You getting a steal. That's a lot.
Yeah. Tyus Jones. Next. Guy that's at like plus 490, plus 470. We'll get into him. Why? But yeah, Tyus Jones for the Washington Wizards. PRA blocks and steals. Anthony Black plays for the Magic. Next, we go into the Kings game. DeJounte Murray. Don't really have much numbers on DeJounte. It's just like this is one of those guys this was made for. I just feel like it was made for DeJounte. If I'm going to be fucking playing Tyus Jones and Jamal Murray, who I will also probably get there tonight. I'm just waiting for my guys to pop. If I'm going to get there with these guys, then, I mean, DeJounte, he's the one who really started to steal and block shit, in my opinion. So, and he's at plus 330, plus 310. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll take that. I'll add that. Add that to the round robin of destiny. All right? Kelly Oubre. Sneaky. He dropped while I was putting this bet in from 480 to plus 410. I like when that shit happens. You know, as long as it ain't nothing crazy. Don't go to like 210. But I dropped 70 cents on me. That just make me feel like I'm getting there. You know what I'm saying? I wish it had dropped slightly after I gave the bet. That's okay. Sometimes it dropped while it's in the bet slip. We'll get into all these guys, at least why we played these guys next. But yeah, Kelly Oubre for the 76ers. Like another plus 4 something. And last but not least, King Grayson Allen. He's sitting there at about a plus 400 maybe? Plus 300 maybe? Somewhere around there. Yeah. So, Grayson Allen for the Phoenix Suns. That's King Grayson Allen. Kelly Oubre. DeJounte Murray. Oubre plays for the Sixers. DeJounte plays for the Hawks. But it don't matter who they play for. It's just a game. Tyus Jones in the Wizards game and Anthony Black in the Magic game. I'm pretty sure that is a plus 435,000. Could be wrong. Maybe I had another leg that I added with that and took it out. I don't know. Either way it goes, that shit is hefty. And I round robin that by threes. Now, why did I add these guys and put basically a half a unit on this shit? Anthony Black has covered this 3 of his last 4 games. Maybe that's why Mobile is playing them straight. I could not talk you off of playing all these straight. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna hope that we just the stars align and we just have these guys do what they should do. That's what I'm hoping. But I could not talk you into playing these straight. People have been playing them straight and getting money. So do y'all thing, all right? But yeah, Anthony Black has done this 3 of his last 4 games. Tyus Jones has done this 4 of his last 10 games. It was 4 of 9 before he fronted last game. Also like playing. I'm learning Tyrese Halliburton. If the numbers show that they've done this over a certain amount of time, if they miss for 3 straight games, that's fine. Then the 4th game, it's coming, especially if you're getting somebody at a plus 4, plus 500. So, Tyus didn't hit last game, but I said I'd give him another shot. All right. I got another guy we'll get into next. Yeah, man, I can't wait. Let me see. Oubre, back-to-back games he's done this. Done this his last 2. I think that correlates with him starting. So yeah, he's done this his last 2 for Kelly Oubre. Who else we got? Grayson Allen has done this 3 of his last 6 games. All right. So who else is left on that motherfucker? Ant Black, Tyus Jones, DeJounte. I told you it was no numbers for DeJounte. It's just the vibes. Kelly Oubre has done this his last 2, and Grayson Allen has done this, like I said, 3 of his last 6. So we get in all of these guys at 50% hit rates. Besides Tyus Jones is 4 of 9, or 4 of 10. So we get him at a 40% hit rate. DeJounte, I don't know what his hit rate is, don't care. Anthony Black, we get him at a 75% hit rate. Kelly Oubre, his last 2, we get him at a 100% hit rate. And Grayson Allen, 50% hit rate.
I don't know if you peeped this too, but the games is Friday. Like I know it's Friday, so maybe it's just like a placebo thing. They feel like the totals are higher, the pace are quicker. Like, what is it? Like Thunder Nuggets, fast pace, bad defense, up and down. Hawks Kings, fast paced, bad defense, up and down. So I was just like, man, there's gonna be some crazy steals, blocks, assists, something happening tonight between Trey, Sabonis, Jokic. There's gonna be something crazy happening tonight because it's just so many fast paced games. Like if they just stay close, we could have like 2 or 3 classics tonight.
Yeah. I could see that, and I hope so. I hope so. So that is it. I'll get into my actual favorite guys that I'm targeting. And then I'll get into a couple looks, and then I'll let Flo finish with his blunt money bets, and then I will get in the comments. So guys that I will be playing that I'm targeting that will be on one. Jalen Johnson for the Hawks. Oh boy, this is made for Jalen Johnson. I didn't write down his shit, but I think Jalen Johnson has played 16 games. I think he like 9 to 16 in this motherfucker. And he like plus 160, plus 150. Don't nerf him, dreamers. Please don't. Just leave some plus money for me when I get off of here. But he's my absolute favorite guy on the entire slate besides Harden, and that's why I'm waiting for Harden. Him and Harden just alone would be worth some blunt money. But yeah, I'm gonna have Jalen Johnson for the Hawks in the PRA steals and blocks. DeAnthony Melton also completely love DeAnthony Melton. He's done this in 6 or 9 or 6 or 10 games. Maybe I was waiting on Melton to drop, waiting on him to drop. He did not drop last game. So DeAnthony Melton, Jalen Johnson, Kawhi if he plays, but if not, he probably not gonna play. So excuse me. So we're gonna go Harden, and we're gonna go Harden over Kawhi regardless. Actually, the numbers say to do it. But yeah, Harden. So that's 3. And then possibly Derek White. Possibly Derek White. I don't know. Something about the back-to-back. I feel like he might not play his full allotment of minutes, even though he can get this easily. But the reason why I'm a little skeptical on Derek White is because, like I said, minutes, and right now he's a plus 104. Another guy that's gone down from yesterday. And if he get to like minus 110, his ass ain't wimpy. I ain't playing his ass at minus 110. So you know, also Murray, Jamal Murray didn't do it last night, but he has a great track record of doing so. So I may add him in there. Peyton Watson also is another one who's done it in 4 of 10 games. And the shit with Peyton Watson, who plays for Denver, who's done this in 4 of 10 games. He's not even getting more than 25 minutes in 14 games. He's getting like 19, 20, 24 minutes. Last game, he didn't do it last night, and he didn't play a lot of minutes last night, but that's because it was a blowout. So he may get 30 plus minutes tonight, starting for Aaron Gordon. And if he does, he is a great candidate to be the PRA steals and blocks, and I think he's like a plus 280. So couldn't talk you off of him either. All right, but yeah, my favorite guys are going to be Melton, Kawhi, and Jalen Johnson for the PRA blocks and steals. Also, Craig Porter Jr., very sneaky. 4 of his last 8 has done that, and he's probably going to be listed at like a plus 5 or 600. So those are my looks there. I got a couple other looks that I'll get into after this. But for the sake of the show, Flo, you can get into your blunt money bets now, my guy.
Yes, sir. Let's start off at the top. First basket's finding like its nice little rhythm here because I'm either hitting the first basket, not to jinx this because I don't want to like brag. I'm either hitting the first basket. The last game, I got the guy who took the first shot who just bricked it. In the game, in 2 games ago, I had the guy who took the first shot and the third shot. They both bricked it. But Isaiah Hartenstein, the man physically cannot jump. I don't know what it is. I looked at all these tips and I'm like, man, he cannot jump. So Wendell Carter's not that strong. So the Magic run a play where they tend to use Banchero, and then he hands off to Carter or hands off to Franz. So I did Franz 600, Wendell 650. Just a little heads up on this one. FanDuel, it's worth it sometimes to take the worst odds on FanDuel because on like DraftKings, PointsBet, I'm off the top of my head, and MGM, if the guy gets fouled, makes the free throw, that's not a first basket. They go by the actual field goal made. On FanDuel, they go by the guy could get hacked, go to the line, make the first free throw. Hooray, you won. So that's just key to know. So I went with Franz for 600. Wendell Carter for 650. I like those two. Now, before I get into the big ones, I went into like Dante DiVincenzo's rebounds. This is just like a hunch. Like it's like Nick's been rolling so strong. I'm like, yo, if I have a hunch, if I'm feeling something, I'm gonna roll with something. So I talked about his track record of grabbing rebounds. In the last 2 weeks, he has 2 road games. One where he grabbed 6 rebounds, one where he grabbed 7 rebounds. So the Magic been getting smoked on the glass with rebounds. So I threw like 0.2 on his 5 rebounds at plus 500, his 6 rebounds at plus 1200. I'm like, hey, you know what? If Quickly plays bad or if Tibbs does the favoritism thing and he plays 24, 25 minutes, a guy with a track record of smoking the Magic on the glass who was struggling versus guards, sure, it's Friday. I'll throw some change. Another one. This was in my leans that I didn't put out as an official play. But as far as you want to look at, I took Josh Hart's 5 assists at plus 390. His 2.5 assists are too low. Thibodeau spoke specifically 3 games ago about push the pace and trust the pass. He said it like 5 times. The Magic are one of the worst fast breaks teams in the league. The second he said that, I saw that, I'm like, oh, this is Quickly and Hart. Hart, his last 4 games, has 3+ assists, and his last 2 games, he has 6 against OKC, 4 against, who did he play 2 games ago? I can't remember. Whoever he played 2 games ago, he had 4 against them. Hart's been controlling the ball on the break. He's been kind of like the second unit point guard. So his line is at 2.5. Love that. Plus, if you could just bump it up a little bit. I mean, I'm also looking at the fact that, like, I might throw a little bit of like that Herder look and put it with Hart 5 assists because the Magic are like terrible on defense right now. So love those 2.
Probably similar lines too, because they both sitting at 2.5.
Yeah.
So, yeah, probably similar lines there.
Yeah. So first basket, Franz, Wendell Carter. I used my boost on this one, and I got this to 35.91. It's Quickly 15 points, Quickly 1 steal, Hart 4 assists, Dante 4 boards. I wanted to get those Hart in there, but you can't find them anywhere. So I wanted to give all that background info so you can see where my head's at. The Magic give up a ton of steals.
Run that back again?
Yes, sir. Quickly 15 points. We already know what that is. Quickly 1 steal. He has a steal in the last 3 games versus Orlando, and Orlando is bleeding steals right now. Like, it's crazy. Like, if you look at like their last 4 games, they have games where literally every starter has a steal. Like, I legit thought about doing the PRA BS. It's just like, why not just take all 5 Knicks? Like, one of them might get it and just like fall into it, and 2 might fall into it.
And you're getting great value with every one of those fucking Knicks players except for Hartstein. Like, I've been trying to get there with the Knicks people, but none of them do it. Yeah. I mean, I looked at all their game logs the entire season.
Impossible.
And none of them do it. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get there. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So what I did was 15 Quickly points, 1 steal, Hart 4 assists. I know he's getting 3. It's the 4th one I don't know about. So that's why I'm like that. And with Dante, I know he's getting 3. Granted, there's no such thing as a lock. The dude could like be terrible, grab 1 board. Flo, you're an idiot. He did nothing. Cool. But on this one, I really like it because I'm like, yo, Quickly does his thing because this is a bad Magic defense. The steal, Hart 4 assists. I know he's getting 3. We need 1 more. Dante's boards. I know he's getting 3. I need 1 more. So we'll see. That's 35.91 with the boost. And my other one, I did a prize picks. I did a game stack. And with that, I did Hartenstein 28 fantasy because the Magic give up a ton of assists to bigs. They give up steals. They give up blocks. So Hartenstein could sneak his way over to 28. I did the Quickly points plus rebounds. Guards rebound against them. Quickly, I like the points. I did Dante 2.5 boards. My sneaky one. This is not based off of stats. This is based off of what I read. Julius Randle was complaining last game after they played the Thunder about the fact that he shot 13 free throws, but Jalen didn't shoot free throws. Thibodeau said, oh, man, Jalen gets hacked all the time. And it's true. He's been hacked a lot the last couple games. The Magic don't particularly foul a lot, but it's one of those things like when the coach says it and Randall says it, and they go to Brunson and he says no comment, I can see him getting a favorable whistle. So on prize picks, it's 4.5. He had 5 last game. I threw that in there too. Jalen Suggs 2 threes. Shout out to my guy Aaron. He put me on that, so I threw this in the pot too. And Paulo 23.5. That's 6 for the 25 times payout. I only got this damn thing till Sunday, and that might be it. So I did those. So yeah, those are my blunt money. So I'll just rewind it. First basket, Franz and Wendell Carter. Quick 15 with the steal. Hart 4 assists. Dante 4 boards. The prize picks with Hartenstein Fantasy. Quick P plus R. All this on my timeline, by the way. You don't got to jot this down. Dante boards, Brunson, free throws, Suggs 2 threes, and Paulo. And I just sprinkled on the madness. If Dante DiVincenzo wants to go out here, turn to Rodman, I'd sprinkle on his 5 and 6. 6 is 1,200. He's done it 2 times in the last like 2 weeks. So I'm like, I mean, if he's going to do it again, like this is the matchup, history, team, all that. And Josh Hart to just be Magic Johnson on the break off the bench, get some assists. So that's what I'm looking at tonight. It's a lot of plays. Don't tell everything. And as always, hit me up if you want to know my favorites. I'm just a crazy Knicks fan. I'm up on the season, so I'm going to be a little bit more risky because I regret last game not taking all the leads. So this game, I'm going to take all the leads. So that's it.
Sounds good. Love it, love it, love it. And yeah, unlike Flo, because I don't put all my shit on the timeline. Because I feel like I put enough on the timeline because I may just put out 5 live plays, or I may put like 6 Blood Money bets on the timeline, depending on when lines drop. And I try to save as much as I can for the people that actually take the time out and watch the show and the timestamps and shit. But
Yeah, I love
Flo,
that shit.
generally, everything that he says is right on his timeline. That's what I'll be doing. Like a lot of times, right before like it'd be 6:55, like, oh shit, and I go ahead and see what's Flo on. Then I just start, tailing this shit. So yeah, again, Flo, how can they follow you? Because I can't
Please.
see it.
Yes, sir. I'm
yeah.
on Twitter right there. You can see Stefan Florval. You can find me there on YouTube, Sports with Flo. See, there's too many damn leans. I'm not taking it because I got too many plays already. But the backup center for the Magic, Wagner, that dude's a bull. He's about to kill the Knicks. Whatever his points plus rebounds is, was it 14.5, 15.5, whatever they put it up at, over. Like, we cannot stop bigs. But yeah, appreciate all support, everybody. It's a big Friday. Hopefully we get cash money, get into the new year on a up and up.
All right. Good, beautiful, beautiful. Now let me get into some looks. Looks that you may see end up being straights. They may end up being blood money bets, so I may not touch them and be talking about how I should have touched them or happy I didn't touch them. Tari Easton Stills. Yes, we will be playing Tari Easton Stills if he plays. Crazy streak of 2 steals. We've been knocking it out of the park lately. Quarter unit, half unit. Maybe I won't be a pussy tonight and put the full unit on the plus. It's just so tough for me when I see something like plus 160. It's like to put a whole unit on it be tough, and then I know people tell me and shit, so it'll be tough, man. But maybe I won't be a pussy tonight and actually take it because my boy, I don't know what he's not like he ain't Gary Payton, but look at his game log. His steals is crazy. His steals is almost on some SGA shit. Speaking of
oh
which,
my God, SGAs. Oof.
2 steals now for SGA in 11 straight games. So and his 2 steals are sitting at minus 205. Again, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna put a unit on that, but I will probably put that with maybe Claxton 2 blocks. You might want to, and that's probably that might be plus money, or that might be a nice minus 1 something. My boy Chet. I don't know if Godspeed in the chat. I'm gonna see when we hit these comments real quick. Chet had like 8 blocks last time he played Denver. So his 2 blocks might be sitting there at like minus 2 something,
a quick aside, we're still sitting on that Victor Wembanyama lead the league in blocks. Did you see last night what happened?
Yeah, it's
oh
tough.
My God.
It's tough, man.
Oh my God.
We the Dreamers, we sitting on Wemby to lead the league in blocks. We also got a Wemby to average 20 points in 2 blocks at like a plus 650. Sitting on that as well. So we'll see. I don't know if Son averaging a dub though. He's been bullshitting. But if he plays, he can. But yeah, we sitting on that for sure. Malik Monk 4 assists will most likely is a 99% chance that will be in my profit boost. Malik Monk 4 assists. Shout out to Jordan Clarkson last night too. Gary Trent Jr. threes are worth a look when they drop. I don't know if they've dropped yet. But I think he's hit 4 threes and maybe 4 of 6, something like that. 3 threes and 4 of 6. So also Maxi threes. I mean, you're getting a great price. Maxi 5 threes are plus 330. It's like I feel like I kind of been chasing those, but good Lord. I haven't had a chance to really write it down and look like I should, but if you guys want to, just look at guards the last 5 games against Houston. I think Halliburton had 7 threes versus them. Somebody else just had 5 threes versus Houston. A point guard's been killing Houston from 3.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. It escapes me who their last 5 games have been, and I really could look at my notes and figure it out, but I'm not gonna in the interest of time. But guards have been shooting the 3 very well against Houston. So point guards, to be precise. I mean, just teams in general have been shooting 3s. But point guards, to be exact, I think it's been 2 outrageous performances. I think maybe Kobe White. It could be Kobe and or maybe it was De'Aaron Fox. I don't know. But I know I think Hallie put 7 on. So yeah, maybe Maxi threes could be worth a look. Dayron Sharp. I'm just trying to find something. I'm waiting for Tyree Easton 2 steals. Dayron Sharp 2 blocks is sitting there right now. DraftKings at +2. I don't give a fuck. I'm either playing that for a quarter unit, something. I'm probably gonna play it for a quarter unit, then put that with something else in a round robin, or maybe put that with something else for a blow money bet. But Dayron Sharp 2 blocks at +200 is like amazing. It's amazing. So yeah. Yeah, Claxton 2 blocks, SGA 2 steals. Anything else here? Spencer Dinwiddie, low key. Assists under. Also,
Yeah,
told y'all we faded Tyus Jones assists and his points. Now, I think his points actually might be a play on today because they dropped him all the way to 12 and a half and 14 and a half. Tyus Jones been scoring. But his under 8 or 7 assists may be a good parlay piece as well. I don't think he's going to get over his assists in general. So if you just tack 1 or 2 on there, I think you'd be pretty safe there. Anything else? Oh, Sam Hauser. I'll be waiting for Sam Hauser. He's got 3 and 4 threes the 2 times that he's played Toronto this year. And he might be starting tonight. Anything else? Oh, Danny Avia, 7 and 9 rebounds. That would put him over his rebound line. Both of those games that he played Brooklyn, for whatever that's worth. And Tyus Jones, one thing that I didn't say about his PRA, steals and blocks, he actually did that once this year versus the Nets. So whatever that's worth. So, but yeah, we'll be waiting for Tari Eason for sure to pop. Those are the looks. We'll get into some commentarios. And we out here.
Yes, sir.
Let me see. Yeah, Mobile said he taking Ant. Yeah, Ant, and I seen that other comment too. We'll get to that. You right. Ant Black was listed once at 820. You right. Biscuit, she said she's watching this Flow channel today to support.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Right there for sure.
I appreciate that so much.
Felicia Caprice in here. Quickly 20 points and 4 threes. Yeah, on that. Love that. I don't know if you tell.
I'm just scared because the last time we were all on Quickly, that brother couldn't buy a bucket. He was bricking everything in sight. So please.
No, I was all on them last game.
Okay.
Well, okay. I added them, but I saw you gave it straight out too.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about a month back. All right, never mind. Yeah, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, keep it going. Okay. Wojnarowski's thing. The Rozier play was 15 points and under 8 assists. He think they're gonna force him to be a scorer because they stay home on drives. He's under 7.5 assists in 8 of 11 games, regardless. There it is. I think I'm gonna add that under assist to my what you call it. That is a great look right there. That's the look I seen in my time.
Appreciate you.
Wow, that's nice.
Get this bread tonight.
For sure. Yeah, we always try to give credit to when credit is due for sure, man. And I got my following by guys with bigger followings than me shout me out. So I always gonna try and shout out people that I might have a couple hundred more followers than, for sure. Will Jackson, what up, though, fellas? Best of luck tonight. Yeah, we gotta have it, man. Monk has at least 1 game a year. He go crazy. Definitely gonna sprinkle Monk. Yeah, man.
Monk gonna throw 35. Every couple months. He gonna throw one up
for real. And I mean, it's the game to do it, right? Because I would think DeJounte probably gonna be on Fox the way Fox been playing. Again, don't go crazy with Monk because he might only get 19, 20 minutes tonight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. Good vibes for sure, Mom Who Bets. Appreciate you always pulling up. Keegan Murray is a sneaky one for PRA blocks and steals plus 440. Hit in the last 2. Did he hit in the last 2? That's the one guy I didn't even look at. Wow, and I literally looked at everybody. ATL pace is up, spot. The block might get tough, but they've given up a ton this month. Okay, I guess I'll write down Keegan. Only because I got some other ones that I haven't done anything with. So maybe I'll do one with, or I can't do it. But I know Jamal Murray, I want to get there with Jamal Murray. I think Peyton Watson's a good one. Keegan Murray is also a good look, according to Woj. So there's 3. Craig Porter Jr. So and all these guys are sitting there like plus 440, plus 500. For a lot of people, that's great money. Me, I just try to sprinkle and get a crazy. For a lot of people, that's amazing money right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What DK boost did you have for the Sharp SGP? I have one 33%, but I'm sorry. Yes, I put the Nets money line with that. My fault. I put the
Oh,
Nets.
that's
Good
okay.
shit, Solo. I put the Nets money line with that. Good look on that. I don't know why I didn't write that down. Probably because all I cared about was Sharp. But yeah, I put the Nets money line with that. So that's how we got to the plus 931. Nets money line with that for sure. My fault. Good looking, Solo. Keep me on my square there. He missed the assist 2 games ago, but he's had an assist in 7 to 9. His minutes are up in the last two. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe I did because I was about to say if I was last two, I think I would have popped, but maybe Keegan was the one I missed. But okay, yeah, he didn't get an assist. But yeah, Keegan definitely a sneaky look.
Ooh.
What's the vibes, Artie? How y'all feel
Hmm.
about the player to score in the first 3 minutes market? Odds are
That's
pretty
interesting.
decent.
I have to look
I
at that
haven't
one.
looked
I've,
yet.
I've thought I've been like really delved into it, but I got to look at that one. It's interesting because like with these like I always say with these markets like this, if you have someone who watches like every game and knows the players, the teams, the matchups, like you could kill in these markets because there's games you're like, oh, that guy's gonna come out aggressive next game. So I don't have a look for that one today, but that's one of them like I've been thinking about.
I mean, shit. I could give y'all some off the top of my head. I haven't even looked. I didn't even know that was a thing. Wow.
Yeah.
I've been so PRA steals and blocks like shit. Terry Rozier to score in the first couple minutes. The first 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Damn, that's tough. Because that could really only be 5 possessions.
Yeah, like you probably want to pick like that Hawks Kings game is probably the best one for that because you're gonna get so many possessions potentially. Like,
Trae Young, definitely. You want Trae. You want De'Aaron Fox. Sabonis, maybe. But what I wonder what the numbers are. I'm gonna look at that market. Embiid is always somebody you want to play in that shit.
oh,
I mean,
absolutely. Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
I would just go off of flow first basket looks
I
too.
was thinking the same thing because like Wendell Carter's plus 100. So what I'm thinking about is I don't even need him to win the tip. Just like I'm probably gonna go game by game of like who's the dude who's involved in the first play, like every time. Like Raptors play tonight, it's always like Scotty Barnes, Jakob Pertl. Hold on, who's
Yeah,
playing?
I
Actually,
just wonder what the odds they're giving up. Because I mean, if Giannis sitting there at like plus 200, I mean, my goodness, we got to whip
yeah.
something up. But if he's like minus 200, then I wouldn't be excited. But I have to look into that, Artie. I haven't really looked into that. Big vibes. Mobile with the
Oh,
PRA blocks and steals. Ron Robin, he's on Suggs, Oubre, Barnes, and KD. I like how you put yours together. Two of those are pretty safe with KD and
Suggs,
Scotty
like
Barnes. I don't mess with Scotty because he always do me dirty, but Scotty he's another one of those guys who this was made for. KD always a sneaky one because he just need a steal. He's generally gonna get a block. Oubre, told you he's done that his last 2 games. And Suggs is another guy who this is made for. I just don't play him because I don't like betting on Jalen Suggs. I told y'all that motherfucker there. Every time I bet him, he do me dirty, and then when I don't bet him, he go crazy. But there is one spot we'll be betting Jalen Suggs when he plays once or twice. I think he plays there. I think once, so we'll definitely be playing Jalen Suggs once or twice this season. But Jalen Suggs is definitely a good spot there. That motherfucker just be running into people. I can't stand him. Like, bitch, you about to get hurt and mess up on my bets. First time Anthony Black was listed was 2 games ago plus 820. I saw that comment and you actually are right. Trey is a sneaky look. Yeah, but I can't. Yeah, I know Trey can always swipe down and get a block. But nah, he ain't got enough history for me. Maybe I didn't look at Trey. I could be wrong. I don't think I looked at Trey. But unless like sneaky to me is 4 of 10. If you cover this shit in 4 of 10 and you getting a plus 370 to plus 450, that's some good odds for me. You know what I'm saying? Woj said he was just looking at SGA 2 steals, Clax 2 blocks is plus 107 on
yeah, I
DK.
love those Clacks 2 blocks.
Yeah, I think I'm end up getting there for a unit, man. I
Clacks
love
getting
those,
them
man.
too. I don't know what to
I
put
love
him with,
those,
but he's getting
bro.
them too.
I love those. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get there, bro. I'm probably gonna get there. And I might do something spicy. Just want to see what
I
Tari
appreciate that.
Eason steals are. Also, who else is going crazy? Somebody else. Dayron Sharp to get a block too. Look at his shit, y'all. You'd be surprised. KC, I don't learn. I need a whole book when y'all two together.
I
Yeah,
appreciate the
my fault.
love.
But we about to be off of here. We're gonna be over here, and you'll be able to get the timestamps. I got the timestamps up, man. But yeah, we just be rapping, y'all. Y'all gotta take
What's
everything
Jalen
out. I hope
Suggs?
y'all do, because
He's
we're
a
gonna
lock
eat.
for steal
But
too.
just take the best shit that stick out and be like, yeah, I'm on that. My guy Jay Crowder be on point. Salute. I don't know. Maybe he's saying I look like Jay Crowder. I don't know. I don't know what you talking about. But Jay Crowder ain't playing in a minute. But Jay Crowder will be another one that be steals some bucks. Fahrenheit
Yes,
451.
yes. This is a Bogdan game. I
Bogey.
agree.
Okay. 18. Last 8 of 10. Last 2 or 3 versus Sacramento. Okay, Bogey. Now, the one thing I gotta put with that is Jalen
Mm.
Johnson is back. So I don't know if he's gonna get as many minutes. But yeah, we on Bogey in a couple capacities, so couldn't talk you off of Bogey at all. Monk, yes, sir. 4.5 assists. Yep, 9 of 10. He's got 5 assists last 2 versus Atlanta, sprinkling on 6+ money. Yeah. Y'all know the vibes. I've been on Monk Assist now for about a week, in a lot of capacities. So yeah, I'm gonna play as 4 assists as a part of my thing, as a part of my boost. I don't like the 4.5 because it's juice. But maybe the 6 is worth some blood money for sure. And he did us dirty. He did us so dirty. He should have had 5 assists. He had 4 assists in the first quarter last game and didn't get another assist the rest of the game. Or we'd be up right now. Another nasty.
While we here scheming together, if you wanted like a nice little parlay leg, is
Mhm.
Bankero 4 assists. He does that like every game.
I
And I
meant to
would
mention
say
that
like
too. Hold
that
on,
3
where's
flat
that?
pull play against the Knicks, like they just do that drive down low, dish it out. Like he should get the 4. He ready to do that. He don't play us. So what are you gonna do when he play us?
Now I got something with Paolo. My fault, because he's got a streak with 4. Where we at with Paolo? Okay, here we go. Thank you, Flo. Paolo 6 rebounds in 7 of his last 10, and 4 assists in 7 of his last 10.
Yeah.
All right. So if you want to just look for some party pieces there, 6 and 4 for Paolo. Also be interested to see what his RA is. But Tobias, yeah, I like Tobias Knight as well. Couldn't talk you off for running that quickly. Tobias and Gary Trent Jr. Round robin back. Also, I seen Bradley Beal 20 points at plus 270. I think that's a good look. I think he's going to get.
Is he on a restriction or is he?
Wouldn't even matter, but I doubt it. I mean, all he did was just hurt his ankle. I mean, damn, bro. It's like, and last game I remember because we was on Brad Bill. He came out with like 8 in the first quarter. Yeah. Like 8, and Diddy twisted his ankle and was gone. So yeah, Brad Bill, I think is a good look tonight. But Tobias points and rebounds for sure. He's been going crazy. Love that Fahrenheit. And B got to be up there to score in the first 3 minutes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yo, is we getting plus 200s with them boys, or we get like
Giannis house? People's like 285
plus 285 for Giannis.
Minus 25. Minus 25. Like you got a parlay of.
Okay,
it was plus 225. We're like 10 units. 10 units, please.
But hold on, man. We got our first time to get off the street now. Because if Giannis 285, I want Joker. Just give me Joker at plus 150. That's a blood money bet. Put them together. Put them together. Oh, man. Jalen Will. I like Jay Will tonight. 18 points, 28, 21, 36 last 3. 24 points last game versus Denver. Full disclosure, I was this close to playing Jalen J-Dub to be the game's leading scorer tonight. I thought I was that close to him. Spencer Dinwiddie also, because the revenge angle.
He did play for him.
And Jalen Williams. Those two I was close to thinking like they could be sneakily lead the game in scoring tonight. But then I just happened to look up and see SGA point prop at 32.5, and I said, I think I'm gonna keep my blow money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? That man point prop is at 33. So I need a little more than plus 2,700 or whatever they was giving with J-Dub. Dream About says Scotty is a bum. Nah, Scotty ain't no bum, but every time I play Scotty, he in just heartbreaking fashion. Every time I play something. Like every time. It's like, what the fuck? But I never taught nobody up for playing Scotty because he be balling. Nick Richards, 8.5 rebounds. I also like that spot. I don't love the spot. I like the number though. But my boy Fahrenheit's on him. 12, 13, and 11 last 3. 7 of 10 to the line with 25 minutes or more, and that's the problem. I don't know if my boy's going to get 25 minutes tonight. He's going to back-to-back. Anything can happen. Maybe they don't play him tonight. Maybe it's so much of a blowout that he doesn't play. If you're going to tell me Nick Richards is going to get 30 minutes tonight, then yeah. Love his blocks. Love his. Nick Richards is also sneaky PRA steals and blocks. Very sneaky. You getting him at plus 310. He did it last night, if I'm not mistaken. He's very sneaky with the PRA steals and blocks. But again, it's tough off of back-to-back. It's tough off of back-to-back. KD 7 rebounds, 7, 8, and 10 last 3 versus Charlotte. And Charlotte always been soft for the glass. That's a fact. Yeah. Okay. Woj said he's on Paolo 4 assists. And Franz 20 points. Ooh, Franz a little sneaky.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? That's why.
How y'all feel about Franz rebounds? Can somebody real quick, just for the stream, I'll let you cook, Flo. But just somebody real quick, can y'all look at Franz, or Fahrenheit should be able to tell me Franz, 6 rebounds and what? I won't be surprised if it's 8 of last 10. He's sitting there at 5.5 plus money, y'all. So I think we could maybe get something with Franz, 5 rebounds as well. But what was you saying, Flo?
I'm never here to bang on anybody else. Like, I love when we come together as a community. So I'm never going to speak ill on anybody's name, call anyone out. But I saw some people were talking about, like, Franz under. Hey, look at this chart, Franz under. I'm like, do you know who he's playing tonight? Like, he's going against RJ Barrett and Isaiah Hardenstein and Taj Gibson and me. Like, that boy might score 25, 30. I was flipping a coin for like an hour. Is it Franz or Paulo? Who's scoring 26 tonight? Heck, I was thinking about you because I was like, I got to go back and look at this. Are the Knicks the new Pistons with the Pistons system? Or like maybe you don't take their like baseline points, but you go like 2 points under. Damn near. Shea killed it with like what, 30, 31. Jalen had 35. Go game by game. Giannis killed it. Middleton killed it.
And I'm pretty sure Tatum and Porzingis went over their points prop last night as well for the Detroit system, for those who actually care and keep playing that. But yeah, I didn't see the Franz, and it'd be tough, man. I'll be so in my own world, but I love it because it's like when I do pop on Twitter, I see like shit. I see like Crispy. I see all my niggas, everybody that I see y'all shit like immediately. But oftentimes I miss community plays that I could just maybe, tell, maybe add my own twist to it. I'll be missing community plays. So I miss the Franz Wagner under shit. Like, why would we go under on Franz anything? Franz
playing the Knicks.
Maybe his line is inflated tonight.
It is inflated. Like, it started at like 23.5, dropped to 22.5. But I'm like, even then, I would be scared. Like, what?
Yeah, it's only a
like,
point.
His threes, like, I didn't take it, but I looked at it. The volume's out there. This dude can easily hit 3 threes. Like, he gonna shoot it like 5 times. He's gonna be wide open. I'm not rooting against my team though. But yeah. He easily smack 2 threes. 3 threes, excuse me.
And nobody dropped it in the chat. That's cool, but I'm gonna look at Franz rebounds when I get off of here. Because I'm pretty sure he's got like 5 rebounds in his last 10 games.
Yeah, Knicks are a terrible rebounding team too. Terrible.
Yeah, so all right, but yeah, I like that play. And that's it, man. Got a hell of a stream here. Franz 6. Okay, it's 7 to 10. It's 7 to 10. Okay. 6 rebounds, 7 to 10. So 5 might be a little better than that. But okay, not as quite as dominant as I thought. Good look, Fahrenheit. I appreciate you, my guy. And make sure y'all follow Fahrenheit on Twitter as well. And y'all make sure y'all follow, because him and Woj be putting in work. Follow.
Fahrenheit's a killer.
Yeah, follow Fahrenheit on YouTube too, so to his channel.
And shout out to you and Fahrenheit, because I see y'all with the graphics. I love that. I love growth. Fahrenheit come with the timeline, like he be smacking these parlays, and he puts like his graphics with the parlay and the player cutout. Magical.
Yeah,
but you know what's crazy with that? Like, you can't just look at that like that, because I thought about this. Like, those are Mitchell Robinson games. Like, the Knicks are like throw everything out when he's not in there. Like, he's the defense, he's the rebounder. Like, everything goes out. Like, it's a completely different team.
Like, that's a good point.
Y'all, they're the worst defensive team in the league. Like, I'm not just saying that because it's so sad.
Yeah, Flo knows his Knicks, so that's a good point. But thank you for the numbers for sure. So as always, man, y'all know the vibes. Like the video on your way out. I appreciate everybody rocking. Be on the lookout for a couple plays. It's probably about 6 o'clock now. So be on the lookout. I'm about to, do what I got to do. Put a couple more plays on the timeline. And as always, like I said, hit the like button on your way out. Follow me and Flo on Twitter. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. And as always, man, y'all know the vibes. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. You know the vibes. Let's get this cash. We gotta have it. So let's get it.